Hello and welcome back to the Novelist. So, I'm not exactly sure, but I think that this might be the last chapter. It seemed like the game was split up into the 3 summer months, and each month had 3 chapters to it. So, I guess we're gonna find out. Let's get after it. Name of this chapter is The Road Ahead. Summer came to an end. See? This game was supposed to take place over summer, so I'm thinking this is it, guys. I'm really excited to see how this resolves. Actually, I want to see if I made good decisions or if I doomed the family financially, emotionally, etc. So let's get right into this. Mr. and Mrs. Kaplan, after additional consideration, I'd like to augment my recommendation. I believe that the best course of action for Tommy's development will be continued tutoring throughout the school year. It will be important to coordinate with his teachers and make sure the lessons are aligned. As before, encouragement from both of you is a critical component. Mr. Kaplan, I have observed that Tommy looks to you in particular for validation, which I have also noticed throughout the course of this game. He definitely pays attention to his dad, which is it's good for a kid his age. Which I believe come from a connection he's made with your profession. Ooh. If at all possible, you should be a part of his tutoring, although Miss Kaplan is more than capable of aiding him as well. So he's saying that Dan should definitely help him write if he's writing, and if he's not, then he should help him, but he doesn't have to. I hope I haven't overstepped my bounds by contacting you, but Tommy is a bright boy, and I think with the proper support, he can not only catch up, but excel. I understand that you'll be leaving town shortly, but please don't hesitate to contact me by phone during the school year if I can be of help. Dr. Donald Simons. So that was the guy that they originally met here in this place with the loud ocean and whatnot. So something interesting about that, actually, is, he says that he thinks Tommy can excel with the right support. That's something that I actually had a problem with in school, because I was one of the gifted students. Gifted in quotes, of course, because it just means that I learned fast and I got bored. But I was a good kid, and I had a good support group of friends and other things. I don't know what just happened with the mouse there, but it totally glitched out. I don't know what's up. Anyways. Oh, they're about to leave, and he has friends here. Ooh, this is gonna be tough. I remember moving away from home when I was young, and that was always hard. Mr. Kaplan, we have reached a decision and are pleased to offer you the position of Assistant Professor of Literature. We had many applicants for the position, and after careful review, we feel your history with the university and your status as a published author will give you a unique connection to our students. So even if the book falls through, he can be a professor and still make money. So does he need to focus on the book? I don't know. We apologize for the lateness of the decision, but administrative adjustments delayed our annual budget review, and the position was only recently approved for hire. Professor Strode will handle your course load until September 21st, at which point you will take over classes. So he's got a little bit of time to get ready. We will provide temporary housing for you during the speedy transition, but need your answer as soon as possible. Your offer letter is enclosed. Please sign and return it at your earliest convenience. Thomas Castle, hey, Literature Department Chair, Hardesty University. Castle. I find that incredibly funny, actually. God, that typewriter is incredibly loud. Dude. Is the floor made of, cardboard? Okay. Wow, there's a lot of these. Linda, I am pleased to meet you. Well, by letter anyway. I'm surprised we've never met, considering how small the art community is. But from your letter, it sounds like you may not have been as active as you would have liked for a few years. Regardless, I'm very excited to tell you more about our work here. At the high level, the program is simple. Wow, I don't know what is up with the words tonight. We're a collective of artists who use our work for the betterment of our city. We host fundraiser galleries, donate our work to charity auctions, and teach art classes. We offer both paid and unpaid courses, and all proceeds from the paid courses go to local charities, usually the food bank. Our free courses are part of a pioneer program we've recently started, where we provide a safe place for victims of violence, members of our local AA chapter, and even parolees trying to get back on their feet. The program is still in its early stages, but we've been very pleased with the results. It's a very exciting time. Anyway, you'll find more details in the enclosed information packet. I'd love to talk to you about joining in person when you return to Laurenton. Rachel Pittman, founder, Art for All. Cool. So, both have potential jobs. That's good. I'm not seeing where the conflict is, though. Usually there's, we have to choose who we go with, so what's the dealio? I'm following Kiddo here because I want to find all of his clues. Dad and him reading a book, probably learning, actually, which is incredibly good. So now I just need to explore the memories and figure out whatever's left. We're gonna go kid first this time.
What about my friends?
You'd make new ones, buddy.
It's the same excuse. You'll be fine when we move. There's always more people to meet. Which there is, but it's hard for a kid to understand that. Yep, see? I did something for Tommy, and all of a sudden he's a happy kid again. He's just straight up like, whatever. Show my friends my new backpack at school. Okay. I'm just not seeing where the compromise is going to come in here. Because either way they're leaving. Tommy can't just stay back on his own. And Linda and Dan can both take jobs, right? Like, what am I missing? Hardesty University, C.O. Thomas Castle, 902 Braithwaite Lane, Blairstown, Oregon. Would it require them to move, and then they would one of them would get to have the job? Ooh, interesting. Very interesting. Looks like a regular water glass, not a drink glass. Good job, Dan.
Paul, there were days when I thought this moment would never come. When I finish writing this, I'm going to pack everything up and drop the manuscript in the mail. My palms are sweating just thinking about letting it go. I had no idea how hard it would be to finish this one. It took everything I had, and it's hard to look back over the summer without laughing. To think the plan was to get away from everything and just focus on the book. But you can't get away from yourself. Life doesn't give a damn about geography. I don't know when you'll get this or where we'll be when you do, or what you'll think. I know what I think, but objectivity left the building months ago. Some days I think this is the one. Other days I have a sick feeling in the pit of my stomach that says my career is over. All I can do is drop this in the mail and hope. Here goes.
Alright, well, Dan finished his book. I mean, sure, it may not be the perfect success, but writing is an iterative process. He can revise it. Don't go anywhere, Dan. Hang on, I'm going to read this before Dan disappears.
This could be it. An associate professorship at Hardesty? It's entry-level, sure, but everyone has to start somewhere, and it's the perfect situation for writing. The sabbatical program alone makes the job worth it, and the thought of actually working with Professor May? Wait, I guess I'd be calling him Philip now. That'll take some getting used to. But moving's a big step. I can't imagine a new school with new kids would be easy for Tommy. I know staying in Laurenton would be better for him and Linda, but they aren't handing out professorships on the corner.
Yep.
This isn't the kind of offer you pass up without a very good reason. But I might have two good reasons. Tried to sleep on it last night. What a joke. You have to be able to sleep for that to work.
I called it. After complaining about not understanding, I called it. If they take the job, they totally have to move, which sucks for Linda and it sucks for Tommy. Okay, him first.
2 hours. We have to move.
How long's the drive?
Oof.
Haven't had a drink on a weeknight in 2 weeks. Came up with a new slogan. Write sober, rewrite sober, rewrite sober. Hemingway it's not, but it's good to smooth things over with Linda and Tommy a bit. Gotta admit, I don't miss hangovers, but still, I do sometimes miss sitting down with a drink and a crazy idea.
I usually tend to think a cigar works better. That's just me. Just drop the envelope in the mail. Okay, so if I do the envelope in the mail, then he accepts the professorship and they move. If I do the backpack, does that mean Tommy stays in town? I'm confused.
I just talked things over with Dan, and we really have some serious thinking to do. The job at Hardesty sounds like a great opportunity for him, but moving would be so hard on us. I really want to join Art for All, and after everything we've been through with Tommy, it would be better for him to have some stability. I could even go full-time if Dan found a steady job, though I know he can't do that if he takes on extra tutoring with Tommy, and I'd never fault him for that. If we stay in Laurenton and Dan works with Tommy, I could still do the program part-time. Either way, it'd be better for Tommy and me than moving. But I know that professorship would mean so much to Dan. Can't everything be simple just once?
The professorship is stable, though, because then Dan's not, like, trying to make money off of writing, and she's not trying to make money off of art, which means that they can actually pay for, like, reasonable, accommodation. Like, they're not just trying to, like, live off the skin of their teeth. Like, they got this. I don't know. What do you got? No, just get out of the lamp.
I finally got through to Dan, at least a little. He said I was nagging him, so I showed him the pamphlets Dr. Walker gave me. He couldn't explain away science, though he did try. I could tell he didn't like it, but he signed up to run 2 days a week. I wish it was more, but I'll take what I can get.
Yes, we successfully detoxed Dan.
I could even go full-time if...
You can say it. If I got a real job.
So him getting the real job is good for her. And it's good for Tommy. Like, I think that him getting a real job is the best choice. Honestly. Dan wants to drop the envelope in the mail, and wants to see. I think I have to go with Dan on this one. I really do think I gotta go with Dan on this one after I figure out where the hell the envelope is. Also, why are you typing? You're done. You finished. Also, a manuscript. Oh, well, I guess that's replying to the job. Yeah, we're going with Dan. Dan just makes the most sense. I'm sorry. And since it's kind of directly benefiting Linda too, what I can do is I can compromise with Tommy, who, what did he want? His backpack, yeah. I'll compromise with Tommy. That brings me out almost even. What? Don't tell me there's no compromise. That's bull. What a lie. That's why it didn't make any sense. There is no, like, middle ground. Like, if you choose one for this particular one, that's it. Which, that kills me, because I thought that I could compromise. The game, like, set me up for compromises, and then it was like, nope, you can't do it. Alright. Whispering to Dan. Here we go. Let's see how this story resolves. Dan agonized over the decision, but in the end, he couldn't pass up the opportunity to take a professorship. A job with a steady paycheck that revolved around his craft gave him hope that writing could finally become his future, that he could devote his professional life to it and make his dreams reality. He signed and mailed the offer letter the next morning, which I think was the best option. While Linda understood why Dan had accepted the position at Hardesty, it did nothing to ease her disappointment over leaving Laurenton. Blairstown had no programs like Art for All, but she refused to give up on her painting, and she put on a successful gallery in November. Her only regret was feeling that she had to do it on her own, that her husband didn't truly support her career. But by having a job, he does, because you can do it full time. Tommy didn't handle a relocation well. His first year of school had been hard enough, but being a stranger on his first day of the new year, surrounded by children who already knew each other, was even harder. It took him months to adjust, and he never understood why they'd had to move and start over. Kids rarely ever do. But they lived through it. And that's how the Kaplan summer and the house on the cliff came to an end. It was much more than a single season on the coast. Dan's choices there would come to define the rest of his life. I hope in a good way? Did we do a good job? Oh, I didn't check for notes on the last day. Oh. Paul was floored when he got Dan's final draft. Grovefield literally stopped the presses on other books to meet demand for Dan's, and that November he won the National Book Award. His career took off, and after almost a dozen more novels, he retired as one of the most respected authors in American literature. He never forgot that summer, the summer he found his muse. Things between Dan and Linda were never quite bad enough for a divorce, but the relationship was devoid of joy. They settled into a loveless arrangement, privately pitied by their friends. Both of them stepped outside of the marriage in moments of weakness, quietly resenting one another and wondering how things had gone so wrong. Damn it. I wanted their marriage to be okay. And by summer's end, Tommy was a new child. He returned to school full of joy and became one of the most popular kids in class, though unlike most of the cool kids, he remained friendly and grounded. By high school, he began getting national attention for his drawing ability, and after going to one of the most prestigious art schools in America, he became an award-winning graphic novelist, beloved by his fans, friends, and family alike. He took on after his dad. Dan would look back on that summer from time to time and wonder why he had made the choices he had. He never quite shook the feeling that the voice in his head had been more than just a voice, and in quiet moments he even imagined that he had been a character in someone else's novel. Oh, game. At times he was almost sure of it. Oh, game. You totally did that. You broke the fourth wall. You went there. Called out. Alright, guys. That was The Novelist, and it was an absolutely beautiful and wonderful game. If you enjoyed it, please support the devs over at Orthogonal, because it was amazing. I think that's all that I have to say. So, thanks for watching.